Cal, you on?
Yep, good to go. All right, we now welcome on Wendell Moore. If you have a question for Wendell, please use the hand raise feature. And when you're asking a question, please make sure to keep your line muted. Tonight we'll start with Steve Wiseman. Go ahead, Steve.
Wendell, hey, first of all, what your feelings about, coming back, getting this win after losing the game the other night, and also doing it without Coach K on the bench?
Yeah, I really think this win was big for us. I mean, not just because we won, but just the way that we played as a team. Regardless of the fact that we won by, 12? I mean, this game was just so fun to play as a team. I mean, it felt kind of like how we were playing at the beginning of the season. It was a lot of fun, guys sharing the ball, a lot of guys smiling. You not even know who's scoring. You just know that Duke's scoring. We're getting stops on the other end. So that's what it's about. I mean, anytime we come and play like that, I think we're going to be a very hard team to beat.
All right, next we'll go to Connor O'Neill.
Hey, Wendell, sorry about the noise behind me, but did you feel like the last minute of the second half, or the last minute of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half was where things really kind of swung in your favor?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I want to say in that span, I think we might have went on like a 16-1 run or something like that. I mean, but it all really started with our defense. And our defense led to easy shots on the offensive end. It gave guys confidence to come in and hit huge shots. Like Jeremy came in and hit a huge three. Paolo and AJ, they both played amazing tonight. I mean, I can go down the line and say everything about each guy who came in tonight, because really everybody who came in tonight, they gave us something. So when you have something like that, like I said, we're going to be a very tough team to beat going forward.
Brendan Marks.
Hey, Wendell. Yeah, sorry about the noise as well. But you and Coach had both mentioned after the game against Miami that you guys are still working your ways back from the COVID stoppage and getting back to sort of being the team you were beforehand. Do you feel like that was just sort of a matter of time and getting back in shape and conditioning wise, but also in terms of sharing the ball and movement, how much of a focus was that this week leading into tonight?
Yeah. I mean, so I think for us, it's kind of, we haven't played with each other during that COVID break for almost 9-10 days consecutive. We haven't had our full team in there for 9 or 10 days consecutive. And when we did, we only had one practice, basically to prepare for 3 games. So honestly, I think that's tough on anybody. But the way that we responded, especially after the loss to Miami, I think that was huge for our guys. It showed that we grew up a little bit, especially over the past couple of days.
David Thompson.
Hey, Wendell, you were there last year when Coach Shire got his first career start as a coach, I guess if you want to put it that way. Did you notice anything different this year with him on the bench, and just maybe that he was even more ready for this opportunity?
I'm not going to say he was more ready for an opportunity, because I know Coach Shire, he prepares so hard. Anytime opportunity comes, he's going to be ready. No matter if it's 2 days in advance, 24 hours in advance, 1 hour in advance. I know a guy like Coach Shire is always going to be ready. And the rest of the coach staff, Coach Smith, Coach Carroll, and Emil, they all came through huge. They had 24 hours to kind of put together this scout. They did it perfectly. They really gave us all the information we need on this team, really just to go out there and execute.
Max Rigo.
Yeah, hey Wendell, sorry again about the audio. It's really weird here, but what about the matchup with Wake Forest? You were guarding Alondis for a lot of the game, and he was guarding you along with Davian Williamson. What about those matchups kind of gave you the ability to control the pace?
Yeah, so a guy like Alondis, he's a very good player. He has his own story of how he got there. It's a tremendous story for him. So I know a guy like him, he's always going to come out and play hard. He really gave us all he had. But the main thing for us, we knew he was going to come out aggressive and get a couple buckets, but we just wanted to do them in volume. So really that means for us, he took 21 shots to get 25 points. So we're good with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's taking more of the shots, there's less shots that the other guys have to take. So really tonight was a whole team effort. It wasn't just me guarding them one-on-one. Each guy had their turn at him. And really collectively, I think we did a good job on him.
Jason Evans.
Yeah, Wendell, I wanted to ask about halftime, because in the first half, you guys only had 3 assists in the whole first half. Frankly, it seemed like you were struggling to get into much offensive flow. Did John Shire say anything special to you guys at halftime? What was the message there that got us to have such a turnaround then for the second half?
Yeah. And his message was just really just kind of calm down and get back to playing Duke basketball how we were playing. I'd probably say in the probably first 4 to 5 minutes, we had good offense. Everybody was moving the ball, getting touchy, we were feeding inside. Paolo was just going to work. Kind of towards the end of that, we kind of got away from it, kind of got to a lot of one-on-one stuff. So his message for us was really just to settle down, get back to playing how we were playing, just take really just every advantage defense gives us. And we don't got to force anything.
All right, we have time for one more. We'll go to Sasha Ritchie.
Hey, Wendell. As a leader on the team, what can you say about AJ's growth over the season and his performance tonight?
Yeah. Man, there's a lot I can say about AJ Fry. He works so hard. If you guys seen the work that he puts in and day out, nobody would be surprised at what he's doing now. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot I can say, but really the most important thing is I'm proud of him. I'm proud of how he's just stuck through everything. He stuck through the adversity that he's had. Now he's coming into the player that we all knew he could be.
All right, thank you, Wendell.
Thank you.
Stay on. We'll have Associate Head Coach John Shire momentarily. Question for Paolo, please use the hand raise feature. And again, when you're not asking a question, please make sure to keep your line muted. Tonight we'll start with Brian Horace. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, Paolo, what was the mindset coming out of the second half after you guys had sort of been, physically bullied a little bit in that first half?
I think the mindset in the second half just was, don't let up. AJ hit a big shot to put us up 6, so we had some good momentum. And yeah, we didn't want to let up, because the last time we were on the road against Ohio State, we was up, I think, 13 or 15 at halftime. And obviously we know what happened. So we didn't want to have that happen again. And so we just want to come out and keep our foot on the gas.
Sasha Ritchie.
Hey, congrats on the win and on your night. How do you think the starting lineup change with AJ starting affected your performance in the teams today?
I think it affected us in a positive way. I think it gives us more size, still gives us great shooting. AJ's a great shooter. As we saw today, only missed a couple of shots or 3 shots. So yeah, incredibly efficient scoring. And then just, yeah, like I said, more size, more strength. And yeah.
Josh Graham.
Paolo, this is your first road win at the collegiate level. I'm sure you heard the chants early on. How satisfying was it to silence this crowd and send many of them packing before the horn sounded?
Oh yeah, it was a great feeling. I feel like it was kind of a hump that I wanted to get over kind of in my college career, was getting a road on the win. Our first one at Ohio State didn't go how we wanted, so definitely wanted to come as in our first conference home away game and get a W. So yeah, it felt good.
Max Rigo.
Yeah, hey Paolo, congrats on the win. You seemed like you got it going from the start tonight. How was Wake Forest defending you down low, and how did you take advantage of it?
Yeah, they were playing me just kind of one-on-one. So, I'm confident that I can win any one-on-one matchup. So I just want to take advantage and be aggressive. So that was just my mindset coming into the game.
Brendan Marks.
Paolo, you guys obviously had a great start to the season and then had the COVID stoppage and the game against Miami. With AJ in the starting lineup, if he's on the bench, whatever, how close to the best version of yourselves do you think you guys are right now?
I think we're getting there, but I'm not gonna say we're at where we want to be. So we're definitely getting there, learning. This is AJ's first game starting, and he played great. So we're definitely taking steps in the right direction. But I think we're gonna be much better come end of February, March.
Steve Wiseman.
Hey, Paolo, how did you see, the staff, Coach Shire, Noah Smith, the other assistants kind of come together over the last 24 hours here to get you guys ready now that, Coach K being sick and not being able to come?
Yeah, so we didn't, or Coach didn't come to practice yesterday. So, we knew that there's a chance he wouldn't be here today. So, Coach Shire and the rest of the staff, they did the work. They weren't really worried or, really too flustered. They were pretty comfortable, and it was nothing different. We weren't going to change the way we was going to play. We wanted to win it for Coach. So that's what we came out and did. Coach Shire, Emil, Coach Sewell, Nolan, they did a great job. Helping us game plan in practice. They ran practice yesterday, so all the scout team and stuff, they had it all down. It felt like a regular practice, honestly. So, yeah, it was good.
All right, Paolo, we appreciate your time. Next up will be AJ Griffin. All right, we welcome on AJ Griffin. Once again, if you have a question, please use the hand raise feature. We'll start with Brendan Marks.
Hey, AJ, congrats on the first career start. When did you find out about that? What was your reaction in the moment? And did you change anything about your preparation knowing that you wouldn't be coming off the bench versus previous games?
I think I found out today, or I was just prepared really either way. Each game, you prepare the same, and that's to play your best with the minutes you get. It doesn't matter if you start or, come off the bench. It's the same mentality. So.
Connor O'Neill.
AJ, can you take us through the sequence there at the end of the first half? It looked like you had the shot you wanted, and then you had a defender flying at you. So did you know you had the time needed to dribble and go to the left and still have time to get the shot off?
Yeah, I think I saw the clock when Dell was coming down with the ball, so I knew how much time. I think it really comes from playing 2K. Really, I can see. It's just I don't know. Yeah, I'm a gamer, so yeah.
And then if I could ask also, I think tonight was also a season high in minutes for you by a pretty significant margin. Do you feel any different afterward?
I pretty much the same, really. With the minutes, you always prepare yourself for those. So, just whether you're practicing or playing, you gotta be prepared for any minute you get. So.
All right, we'll go to Sasha Ritchie.
Hey AJ, congrats on the night and on the win. How did you think your confidence grew across the game, starting for the first time and then shouldering more responsibility?
I think so too. Yeah, I think as the game went on, the ball's going in, your confidence goes up higher. And so, just relying on, the work and God, having that situation and just being out there to go and compete, it was just having fun really. And, the ball went in, so it's pretty cool.
Josh Graham.
AJ, was it Coach Shire or Coach K that told you you'd be starting today? And on top of that, in what ways, if at all, was practice yesterday without Coach there and tonight's game different with Coach Shire on the bench and Coach K not?
I think, with practice, they're just telling me to be ready, and, you kind of get that, that instinct of you could start, you could not. But, either way, I had the same mentality, just coming in, playing hard for the minutes I get. And, I'm grateful for them. So, yeah.
And who was the one that told you that you'd be starting?
It was Coach Shire, but, it's pretty much, I don't know. Yeah.
Max Rigo.
Hey, AJ, congrats on the win. When you when you start off a game, how much can you talk a little bit about how much the defensive end of the floor kind of plays a role in getting you into a rhythm, getting into a confidence?
I think, yeah, I think that's the main point, where I get that aggressiveness, when they try to post me up or something, being physical, that's where you get going, and, you get the feel of the game. And so as the game goes on, you want to stay physical and play at that high level. So.
Steve Wiseman.
AJ, what was that stretch like early in the second half for you guys offensively when, what caused you guys to get clicking there so well, you think?
We wanted to send a message the second half saying, we're gonna keep pushing, we're gonna, make another run. And so we knew like if we just kept 10 points ahead and playing hard on defense, keep feeding off that energy that we had in the first half at the end. And we're just glad we got to execute, and that was the main focus really. So
All right, AJ, we appreciate your time.
thank you guys so much.
That'll conclude tonight's